What's good everybody, I'm birdyassassin and this is the Daily Drop for January 22nd, 2021. With the world the way it is at the moment, where would you like to be staying until it all blows over? Well, as some of you may know, the co-founder of Valve, Gabe Newell, has been staying in New Zealand during the COVID-19 pandemic after he was on vacation following the launch of Half-Life Alyx. During his time in the land of the Kiwi, the Valve boss has given an interview with New Zealand's One News, saying that there are multiple games in development at the studio and are still waiting to be announced. Also during the interview with One News, it was discussed that Newell had been granted New Zealand residency in principle, and that he plans to continue down the citizenship path to stay there for the foreseeable future. Along with this, there has been strong interest from other Valve employees to move to New Zealand as well, after being in lockdown for almost 9 months. No, Newell didn't want to confirm any plans that this was actually going to happen at this time. He did say they were only just discussing this a few moments before the interview had begun. Also mentioned in the interview, Newell talked about the idea of holding Valve's Dota 2 and CSGO esports tournaments in New Zealand, saying that New Zealand has something unique which makes it a potential venue for the $34 million event. So what do you think? Would New Zealand make a good fit for a major esports tournament? Or will it fizzle out because the government won't update the country's infrastructure, which is what's happened in Australia pretty much? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, who remembers the legend in the gaming industry known as Peter Moore? He was the president of Sega of America during the Dreamcast launch. He also announced the end of that console's life cycle before moving to Microsoft to head up Xbox, where he's more well known for, well, this.
Love you too, man. It's in stone. Well, actually, that's not the only place it's in. You know, Jenny was checking out my guns earlier on when we were on video chat there, and I really didn't want to go into it because, well, it's kind of a surprise. But now I can tell you. So I go out with the sales guys last Saturday night, you know how these things go, and after after a number of drinks, I dropped a bomb on them. Said, guys, we got a release date on Halo 2, and we weren't backing out. They said they'd believe that the day I tattooed that on my arm. Skeptical bunch. Well, fellas, I got your release date right here. November the 9th, the moment Xbox Nation's been waiting for, Halo 2. And yes, that is 2004.
Well, now it seems this impulsive sports nut and even former head of EA Sports is finally coming back to the gaming industry after spending the last 4 years being CEO of the Liverpool Football Club, coming back to the gaming industry to take a position at Unity. So now that he's back, I wonder what the next impulsive thing he's going to do at an E3, if there is ever an E3 again. And finally, a 20-minute collection of unseen B-roll footage shot at Nintendo of America in 1990 has only just been uploaded to YouTube. The behind-the-scenes footage shows everything from manufacturing to R&D to the Nintendo power line. Some of it is narrated and parts of interviews, while quite a lot of it is literally just footage of the day-to-day workings. So if you enjoy seeing the old-school retro gaming world, I strongly suggest you go to YouTube and check it out. And that's all we have time for today. Don't forget to go to gamerfield.com.au, use code birdyassassin to get 10% off your order. And please, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing for daily updates. Until then, don't forget to stay safe and keep gaming. I'll see you next time.